He asked what my future plans are. So I'm actually planning to dual major at the University of Idaho. I'm planning to study architecture and musical composition, and I'm planning on getting my master's in architecture, which is a 6-year program, and alongside that would be either 4 or 6 years of studying composition. But I also plan to obviously perform tons of pieces in my time in college and take lessons and everything like that, and just continue growing as a musician. Yeah.
Can you talk about how technology might impact how you're doing a score for an orchestra or whatever? Does that help
Yes.
a lot?
Yeah, so obviously in like a few hundred years ago, composers really only had a pen and paper and maybe an instrument to write music with, but nowadays we have great programs like MuseScore and Sibelius, which you just press a key in an instrument, pretty much any instrument you'd like, and just put a sound out for you, and you can very easily arrange a professional sounding score. And so I think that really helps me. And there's technology like MIDI where you can have a keyboard plugged into your computer and you can just play on it and it'll write those notes down on paper for you. So there's really fantastic opportunities with technology that really expedite the composition process. Yes?
How, speaking of technology, is doing your band virtually?
It's definitely interesting, and since we've throughout this whole year up until this week, we've been in person for at least a portion of the week, which is definitely better than the ending of last year where we were fully online. And really the only opportunities we have for musical production when we're online is just each of us individually recording parts and editing them together. It's virtually impossible to play together virtually, but there are still, challenges in teaching that you can do virtually, like private lessons over the internet and over like a Zoom call or a Google Meet aren't all that difficult. There's obviously a lack of being able to play together, but there are still opportunities to teach and to practice music, just not so much to play together. Yes?
Is being a drummer your instrument of choice? And also, second part, what genre of music are you gravitating toward? And have you tried a lot of different ones?
Okay, so the first part of your question, yeah, drum set is my primary instrument. I actually started drum set before I moved here, and that was the only experience I had on a musical instrument besides a year of playing steel drums in our elementary school, but I had taken 2 years of drum set lessons, and so that's still my favorite instrument. And as Mr. Harrison said, I've been in the All-State Jazz Band 2 years now playing drum set. And the second part of your question, I think that that's a tough question to answer, but I would say that considering that drum set is my primary instrument, I would definitely say that jazz is where I gravitate towards the most. And I've been in the jazz band this is my 5th year now at the Coeur d'Alene Charter Academy in the jazz band, but I also really enjoy classical music, especially writing classical music, but I think that if I were to prescribe one thing that would be my primary instrument to play in a certain style, it would be jazz drum set. Yes?
Is there anywhere we can see you perform or past performances, either online or things in the future that we could attend?
Actually, our Coeur d'Alene Charter Academy Wind Ensemble YouTube page, as well as our jazz band page and the orchestra page, all feature all of our past concerts. And my mom actually has a YouTube channel that features some of my solo performances. If anybody wants to write that down, it's Gina Oyler, Jeanna Oyler. And so that features more of my solo performances and some of my All-State and other ensembles such as that.
Any live performances coming up?
Not right now. That's definitely difficult. In the past year, I've had the opportunity to play with some of my close friends in a smaller jazz combo group at things such as Live After 5 and the Jacqueline Arts and Cultural Center. We've had multiple performances, but I would hope that there would be something coming up soon, but I really can't guarantee anything in the next couple months at least, just with the way that everything's going on right now. Yes?
I would also consider a suggestion to go into something where you do a little more public speaking.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.